Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Bissonette, and I have another story to read to you this afternoon. There's 3 reasons why I chose this book. 1, it's raining outside, and you'll see that's going to happen in this book. 2, for the moment, it's the napping house right now at the Bissonette household. And 3, it's pajama day, so we should probably read a story about napping. Does that give you a clue about what book I'm reading? You're right! How did you know? It's my favorite book. The Napping House by Audrey Wood, and it's illustrated by Dawn Wood. Now I want you to pay attention very closely to the illustrations because they give you a lot of clues about what's going to happen next and a lot of things to look for. Also, think about the story as I'm reading it because at the end I'm going to ask you to go through all the events that happened in order, from the beginning, middle, and end. Ready? It's my favorite book. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Now I said pay attention to the illustrations, because they're going to tell you what's going to happen next. There's the bed, and there's the granny. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. That sure is a big pile of everybody sleeping. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. think the wakeful flea is going to do? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Who scares the cat? Pay attention to the outside window. Who claws the dog? Who thumps the child? Who bumps the granny? Who breaks the bed? In the napping house, where no one now is sleeping. I hope you enjoyed that book. Did you notice that every time there was an animal or a person who was going on the bed, you got to see them move the page before? This is the page where they introduced the granny. But look, the boy has gotten up and is starting to go towards the granny. And on the next page, when they're talking about the boy, the dog is down here stretching. He's going to be next. Oh, that reminds me of the next thing that I was going to ask you. What was there first? First, there was the bed. Very good. And who was on the bed? There was the granny. Awesome. Who came after the granny? That's right, the boy. The boy was after her. And who was on top of the boy? The dog. The dog got up on top of the boy. Oh, and you can see from the illustrations, who's next? The cat. The cat is on top of the dog. And on top of the cat, it's the mouse. And last is the flea. And the flea is the little creature that wakes everybody up. And as you saw in the book, as everyone's waking up, it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter until it's not raining anymore, so they can go outside. Hopefully it'll stop raining so we can go outside too. I really hope you enjoyed the book. Bye!